Good evening, folks. Steve here. Had to put my car and my Jeep in the garage today. My 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Has been in the garage all week. We took it up Sunday afternoon, so it'd be there Monday morning for an inspection, which I was hoping there wasn't anything falling off from it, but didn't know, and I knew I needed new tires and at least, but I didn't want to put new tires on it if it's not worth fixing. So he did the inspection, and other than new brakes, he decided we needed new brakes, which is maintenance. I don't know the last time I had the brakes replaced. But anyway, we got new brakes all the way around, we got new tires all the way around, having an oil change, and I think that was it. But then he noticed there was something wrong with shifting from forward to reverse. The universal, the drive shaft was a little sloppy, universal joints or something, and he found something and tightened it up. But it was still something wrong, so he found some piece in the back end that was loose or falling apart, whatever, and there's a ball joint involved with that, and some boomerang shaped thing, he said. So I said, go ahead, it's another 400 and some odd dollars, but go ahead, fix that. So hopefully tomorrow it'll get done. He called me yesterday about the second part, so he probably didn't get that in time to do it today, but probably tomorrow. They only work half a day on Friday. I expect he'll try to get it out of there tomorrow and get the money in his hands, so hopefully we'll get a call on that. So anyway, before we took it up, I cleaned it out because it was a mess, dirt all over the place, and I took out my little Baofeng 25-watt ham radio because I don't use it a lot. There's not a lot of people talking on the radio these days. So I took it out of the car and I thought, well, maybe I'll bring it in the house and set up a base station. Thelma bought me a nice 12-volt good power supply for radio use last year for Father's Day, and I haven't really used it much. This is the antenna it's a fairly decent antenna for mag mount on top of the car. Which I can stick out on our porch roof. We have a metal roof, and I could stick it up there, and probably it'll be at an angle, and it's not perfect, but it'll probably have good coverage for the different repeaters I use, which are more on that side of the house. So I'm thinking I'm going to go out and do that, set it up out on the porch, just to try it out, see how it works. And if that works well, then maybe I'll get a different antenna set up on a post or something out here in the side yard, and run it into the living room instead of out on the porch. So that's that. Another thing I got thinking about is, see, I got the timer going? Yeah. My car has a roof rack on it, so it makes it easy to put the canoe up there. Just have to move the antenna out of the middle, slide the canoe up on there when we want to go canoeing. But I thought, well, if something happens to my car and I can't use it, Thelma has a Jeep, but there's no roof rack on hers. It has the rails. It would cost us $500 or more to put a roof rack on that car. And I thought, we probably wouldn't use it that much, and I don't want to spend $500 on that. So we used to have some foam pads like these. Our son has them now, I think, and they're pretty old. So I was looking online, maybe get some new ones. And then he said, well, let me check LL Bean. I said, he works at LL Bean. And $6.95, that's my price, $6.95 a piece. Online they're $14, twice that, for basically the same pad. So he picked 4 of those up. He was down there to work today and picked up 4 at the boat shop and brought them home for us. So that's a good deal. We're all set there. If we need to use her car for the canoe, we can do that. And we have plenty of straps and stuff to hold it down with. So now we've got some nice new foam just as a backup. I like backup stuff. We're preppers, so we have 2 and 3 levels of backup supplies on a lot of things, which has taken a long time to accumulate and a considerable amount of expense, actually. Tools. I've got a whole bunch of bow saws that I picked up at yard sales. Almost all of them. Got one that I bought brand new back in the 70s. I've replaced the blade on it. I need to get something I was telling Thelma the other. We need to make sure we've got good blades on all those bow saws. because if things go bad, we may need them. Have a good evening, folks.